with bigger clumps of flour, you can just push them a little bit through the mesh. And again, mix. And mix. I try to put the rest of the flour right now. And slowly mix in the flour. Okay, I think our dough is combined pretty well. So now just have to mix it a little bit better with our hands. I don't worry too much about the pieces that fell off the bowl, because when I'll be kneading that later, I will collect everything that fell off on the countertop. But we want to collect everything from our bowl. Our dough right now is very gooey and sticky. It's because butter got softer. I'll scrub everything I can from the bowl. I will collect all the pieces that fell off earlier. Now I will spread a little bit of flour on the countertop so our dough won't get stuck to the surface. You want it to have the consistency of Play-Doh. You don't want it to be too soft, because that means our butter melts and we won't get what we want. So as soon as you see that it's like that, pretty homogenized, we can start making our cookies. So we have to roll our dough into 1 centimeter thick layer. It's like less than half an inch. I'm going to use rolling pin and I'm going to use a piece of baking paper. I'm going to roll our dough through a sorry for loud noises. I'm going to roll the dough through the baking paper so it won't stick to a rolling pin. And roll it a little bit too much. Okay. Now we have to make a little holes in our dough with fork. We do it so the hot air gets inside of the dough. And we cut it to whatever shape you want. I'm going to cut it into rectangles. And I'm putting cookies into a baking cookie sheet that already has baking paper on the bottom. Right now they are falling apart a little bit because the dough got really soft. should change it much earlier. We're going to flatten the rest of the dough once again. You don't want to do it too much because the dough gets too soft and it's hard to move. So the scraps rolled once again. And again, the rest goes on our baking sheet, cookie sheet, with paper on the bottom. The last piece I'm just going to flat with my hands. Okay, so our cookies are good to go to the fridge because we have to cool them down before we bake them. So let's put them into the fridge for 30 minutes. In that time I clean a little bit and I will heat up the oven. The oven's supposed to be heat up to 170 degrees Celsius, which is 338 Fahrenheit degrees. Let's set it for 340. I can set the difference in temperature in my oven only by 5 Fahrenheit degrees, so 340 it is. I'll clean a little bit. With all the butter and flour that fly all over the kitchen. So as I said before, shortbread cookies come from Scotland, but it's not the only thing that Scotland gave us. Scotland also gave us amazing scientists and amazing minds, like Alexander Graham Bell. We have phone because of him. Alexander Fleming, who gave us penicillin, the first antibiotic that we use widely right now. Lord Kelvin, the mostly known scientist who formulated first and second thermodynamic law. James Maxwell, who made a link between electricity, magnetism, and light. And also James Watt, the inventor of steam engine. And steam engine is quite an invention. We were using boiling water for at least 2,000 years for humans' advantage, and steam engines were used even before James Watt patented his own.